Welcome back to Rotten Little Ego Rips. I didn't intend to dive back into 2022, but I've never seen these fat packs for 2022, and I got 7 of them. Let's see what's inside of them. Oh my god. That's a Pac Auto. If this is what I think it is, oh my god. This is the 101 Pac Gold Auto. Now, I've seen a lot of 2021 fat packs. You can still get 2021 fat packs from Upper Deck on their website. I'd literally never seen 2022 fat packs. I don't know if I even knew that they existed. I've definitely never seen them in person until I got the opportunity to pick up these 7. I assume it's going to be just a lot of base and then some gold and pyros and stuff, but it does say you can get green pyros and potentially I guess you could get other stuff, so I just wanted to give it a shot and see what we got. Let's see what we got in here. That is a lot of base. Well, we'll give this may be the only time I ever open this, so let's give it an honest review. We're gonna go through pretty quick. Just gonna show these base here. We've seen all of these base cards a whole bunch of times. Do love 2022. I think probably end up going back and doing some more hobby boxes of 2022 or some e-packs of 2022, because that's where you're going to get more of those hard to pull like breakouts, or that's where you're going to get the autographs. Let's see, almost done with our base. First gold is Vicky Guerrero. Okay, we have a gold of Eddie Kingston. We have a gold main features of Max Caster. We have a main features of Bryan Danielson. We have an outside the ring of the Varsity Blondes and a pyro of 2.0, Matt Menard and Angelo Parker. Very cool. So I assume that's probably going to be what these other 6 are, and then if you are going to get like a hit, it's going to be somewhere in that little cluster of golds and whatnot that they have there. This would be a good product if this was 2022 and you didn't have any AEW 2022 cards and you were looking to get the whole base set, because I'm pretty sure just out of these 7 fat packs I would have almost like an entire full base set, just because there are so many base cards compared to everything else. Right. Start going through these again. Try to go through them a little fast here, just because we've seen all of these base cards a million times. Still like the 2022 Max Caster. A little Skiavone action. Yep, FTR, cool. Trent. Chucky T. Adam Page, cool. Alright, it's Sting. Alright, our first gold is Jurassic Express. And we have a gold of Ruby Soho. Looks like we have a UD canvas in there. Probably a debut dates. Debut dates of Andrade El Idolo. Main features of Adam Cole. And a main features of Jon Moxley. And a UD canvas of Chris Jericho? Yeah, that's a good one. That's with a short print. I actually didn't have that one, so very cool. So at least I know I got one card that I needed out of all of these fat packs. So that's pretty cool. Always good to get a card that you're looking for or that you need out of something that you open. It kind of gets hard if you just kind of open it up and there's like no cards you need and it's just all duplicates. That's a rough pack opening. Okay, we have a gold outside the ring. I think I need 1 or 2 of those still. Yep. Kyle O'Reilly, next main eventer. Blood and Guts was great. They really put Kyle O'Reilly over pretty huge in that. So that was good to see. As soon as Moxley had him in like the ankle lock and he flipped him off, that moment right there, I knew that they were going to set it up for something. But him actually winning the match and getting a submission win over Moxley was pretty sweet. Blondes. First gold, Penelope Ford. Alright, we have a gold MJF. Ty Conti. We have a debut dates of Andrade El Idolo again. Main features Hikaru Shida. And an outside the ring of Shawn Spears. I already have that one. I also have all of the regular gold. I don't have all of the pyro. So I'll have to check and see pyro-wise. I think I need about 20 of the pyro left. Okay. Definitely a gold main features in there. So many base. Okay. Get your bros. Recorder. Caster. Tony. Matt Sydal. The bunny, okay. Very cool. Drastic Express. It's his rookie card right there, everybody. Just saying. We got Vicky Guerrero, Eddie, almost there we go. Our first gold, QT Marshall. Our next gold is Ortiz. Okay, it looks like we're going to have a pyro of Serena Deeb. Nice. Okay, the regular outside the ring of Shawn Spears. Alright. Main features Nick Jackson and a gold main features of Paul White. I do believe I have all of the gold main features. So the only ones I would need left would be the silver ones, which you can... I've seen them come out of a hobby box. Or sorry, I've seen them come out of a blaster box, is what I meant to say. Mainly you're going to get them out of a hobby box. Hobby box, you will pull a whole bunch of them. You usually pull the silvers instead of the golds. Okay. Looks like probably another pyro in this one. Looks like there was a backwards card. You have Jericho. Funny thing about how AEW cards work, and just I guess how I'll predict how far in the future there are. There are going to be cards in 2026 that are going to get released in 2026, and Chris Jericho will already be in WWE. I'm sure he'll be back by the Royal Rumble at the latest. And there's I think the next set's coming out is Game Used. I definitely intend on getting kind of heavy into Game Used when it first comes out. So price looked pretty good when I did check the pre-orders. It looks like it's April, so a little farther out than I'm going to order. So what is that? Okay, so maybe that's not a pyro. Is that something good? We get the Young Bucks. Pull from the back, we have Red Velvet. Okay. Main features are Ricky Starks. Okay, feels like there's something behind that. Okay. So we have a gold Christian Cage. And... okay, so this is just a spacer. But we have a green pyro. Green pyro of Chucky Taylor. Very cool. I actually didn't have a green pyro of Chuck Taylor. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. So, I know I at least got 2 cards I needed out of these fat packs. So, I mean, that right there is a win. Even if we don't get anything huge out of these 2 packs, or we don't get another numbered card, I did get something that I needed as a collector out of these. So, always good to open an AEW product. And I don't know if I would open 2022 fat packs again. I don't really need any more 2022 AEW base. I couldn't even give them enough away fast enough to make it worth it to buy more. So unless something huge comes out of here, and maybe I'll do some research and see if you can get something better than a green pyro. But if the biggest card you can get is a green pyro, great if you were in 2022 and you were buying these, or if you're new to AEW cards. These are a good way to get a bunch of base. I don't necessarily think this would be a product that I would be rebuying again, and maybe that's why you just never see it on for sale online. Nobody's selling it because, I mean, why would you want to buy like a fat pack of like 25 base cards and like 5 inserts? Like, that's just a lot of base cards. Now, if it was just coming out, like I said, you know, totally cool. Like getting your 2022 AEW card collection going, those fat packs are probably pretty baller. I mean, you're not going to get anything huge, but it can kind of give you some exposure. And this was right after like 2021 when they were still like pretty popping. So Upper Deck probably expected they would have the same level as 2022 or 2021. You have Penta on our gold, Colt Cabana on a gold. We have Penta and Ray Lucha Bros. We have a main features of Bryan Danielson and a main features of Sting and gold debut dates of Thunder Rosa. It's like the third one of those I have. Alright, one last fat pack here. Let's see if we get anything else. If we get just a bunch of base. These do not like to open. Good thing I only paid like $3 a piece for these things. In comparison, 2021 fat packs, if you bought it from Upper Deck, are like $10. Okay. And that's something to keep in mind. Every one of these videos costs me money, and I literally make no money off any of these videos, right? So I don't really even sell my AEW cards. Like on CollX, you can see my duplicates, but as a collector, like most of the cards that are good cards, like I'm never going to be for sale. So I'm not really even advertising, I guess, my CollX stuff. I have a lot of other cards on there. UFC I'm pretty big into. I got football, baseball, basketball, all that kind of stuff is what I sell. And I usually try to use that money to pay for these videos. We have a gold Nyla Rose. We have a gold and Arn Anderson. Main features CM Punk. We have a main features Keith Lee. We're going to have a debut dates of Paul White. That was weird. It's the last one I needed of those, but I got it a while ago. Another Spacer. Does that mean we have something cool? Or is this just a Pyro? This last one was a green Pyro. It's Penta. Just a Pyro. I mean, cool nonetheless. But it would have been cooler if it was a green Pyro. But you don't have a Penta, I don't believe. Well, that was an experience. I got a Chucky T green Pyro that I needed. I got maybe a couple other Pyros that I needed. And, you know, overall, it was fun to rip a product that, you know, just you never see online. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Come back next time. Next time we're going to do another hobby box. 2023. Last one slapped. Oh my god. That's a Pac Auto. If this is what I think it is, oh my god. This is the 101 Pac Gold Auto.